Hi, and welcome to Math Minutes video number 10. We're going to be looking at how to graph fractions on a number line. Get your workbooks out, your notebook, and let's turn to page 11. Fractions are the in-betweens on a number line. They will fall in between whole numbers. The number of subdivisions between the two integers is determined by the denominator of the fraction. So let's look at this first example. Here's an example of where 2/5 would be on a number line. So here we have 0 and 1, and we've divided this up into how many subdivisions, how many little pieces are we cutting up that space between 0 and 1. That's determined by the denominator. The denominator in this fraction is 5. So we have 5 sections. We have 1 section, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different sections. Then we look to the numerator and it's a 2. So where 2/5 would be on a number line is right here, in between the 0 and the 1, not quite halfway. So we'll look at a few examples. We want to graph 5/8 on the number line. Well, here's where we might think, oh, I'm going to draw 8 little lines. Well, you'll end up, it's just kind of a weird visual thing, but if you have a denominator of 8, we're going to add 7. We're going to add one less little line because the 8th line is going to be the actual number 1 right here. So to divide up into 8s, we're going to draw 7 lines, kind of evenly spaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's my 8. So I have 8 little spaces in between. Now all I have to do is look at my numerator, which is 5, and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is where 5/8 is on your number line. Let's take a look at the next one. We want to graph 1/3 on the number line. I look to my denominator, which is 3. I'm going to make one less little slash mark, evenly spaced. So I'm just going to make 2 lines, 1, 2. And you can see 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. Now I look at my numerator, which is 1. So I'm just going to count 1. There's my first space, and that is where 1/3 would be on a number line. And we just have one more example. We want to graph 6/9. So what's 1 less than 9 is 8. So I'm going to make 8 roughly evenly spaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because what happens here in all of these is 1 is really the equivalent of 9/9. In this one, it's the equivalent of 3/3. This one is the equivalent of 8/8. Anytime you have a numerator and a denominator that's the same, it's the value of 1 whole. So back to this, 6/9. I've subdivided my space between the 0 and the 1 into 9 spaces. And now I'm going to look to my numerator is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is where 6/9 is on the number line. So when problems like this show up in your Math Excel, page 11 is the place to go if you need a little help remembering how to graph fractions on a number line. Be sure and bring your completed notebooks to class with you, and I will see you there.